Hi, welcome to my channel and a new video on my latest project, Escort RS Turbo. When I bought the RS, I threw every rule out of the book because I bought this blind off the internet. Didn't see it, didn't go and see it, didn't look at it. Basically had a chat with the owner. He needed to sell it on. It was taking up space and he was losing some storage that it was in. So we agreed a price. I paid him to deliver the car. And it came within 24 hours. And I am quite surprised at how structurally sound the car is, even though it has had some work and somebody has cut a few of the sections out that need addressing. But overall, I think it's pretty good for a D-Reg Escort RS Turbo Mark IV. I'm going to do a walk round in a second just to show you the overall condition of the car. I'd like your feedback. Tell me some of the things to look out for, some of the areas that I should be looking for, because this is the first Escort RS I've ever owned, so it's all new to me. So enjoy the video. I'll have a little walk around and let me know what you think. Okay, let's start with the back of the Escort RS. There's a bit of rust on the boot lid there, which doesn't look too bad to address. Small amount on the rear panel, but all in all, it's not too bad along the back. The garage is a bit tight, so I'll do my best to show you all the way around the car. But all the rear lights are all original. All the glass is original. With all the registrations still etched on them. It's all original full glass. Let's just pan out a little bit. Come back to the rear arch. Now somebody has already started this arch. This is how it was when I got it. But it doesn't look too bad. No new rear panel. The RS did come with this arch already pre-cut, so it's just a case of lining it all up and welding it all back in. But they also have cut the outer seal off, but I will be addressing all this inner seal and replacing all the rotten stuff that needs cutting out. But I do quite like the decals down the side. I've never seen them before on an Escort. Moving along to the front, the door's pretty straight. There's no rust in the door at all. Going around the front, it's got the original RS wheels on them. However, they didn't come with these wheels. It came with a set of OZ wheels, which I want to try and put this car back to original the best I can. So I managed to get hold of a set of RS wheels. They obviously need a refurbish, but that could be another video. Moving on to the engine. I believe it is completely standard, I believe it to be completely standard. That's what the seller told me, obviously apart from the dump valve and the air filter. But it's pretty straight under here. And this is the usual place where they go rotten, is the battery tray. But it doesn't look too bad. A little bit of surface rust, but there doesn't look to be any holes. But I will attempt to take this tray out and clean up the panel behind. But again, that could be another video if you guys are interested in watching the progress of the RS. The front panel, I think, may have been changed at some point, because it looks like a different panel. It's still black rather than red. It's a little bit of, again, this looks like surface rust that just needs sorting out. It's got the fog lamp brackets. It didn't come with the fog lamps, but I've managed to source a good set of brackets. The original lights are still in because it's got the number plate registration still etched in them. The original indicators this side. The other side, unfortunately, is broken, so I will be looking for another original Ford indicator. Moving around to the front, the windscreen's got a crack in it which will need replacing, but it is the original windscreen. If you can see, the road tax is 96, so it's been off the road since 1996. The bottom of the scuttle is pretty straight. Sorry about the camera angle. There we go. All seems to be pretty straight. I think it's had a paint job in its time, but it's, you know what I mean, it's a little bit there. But again, there's a tiny bit there. But for a Mark IV RS Escort, I think it's pretty sound. So go around the back of the sunroof. This is usually where they show rust. But other than that, I mean, the paint's really, really flat. It could do with a really good clean, which we can do in another video in the future. If people are interested to see it, drop a comment below if you want to see some more, the cleaning of it, and just general before we start doing any work. It's got a 90 spec rear spoiler on, which isn't correct for the age of car, but I have collected an 80 spec spoiler, all genuine RS spoiler, so I will be changing it over in due course. Again, this is the rear quarter, a little bit there, it's not too bad. And moving around to this side, a small dent here, which we can pull that out. And this wheel arch is solid. Sorry about that. That's the panels I've just got for it, making a noise as I'm moving around the garage. The garage is quite tight because it's only single width, but it is fairly long. It has a couple of other cars that I've got in here too, which I can do a videos on them. If anyone's interested, drop a comment and we'll see if we can do some more videos on my other two cars that I own. But moving around to see, it's all pretty straight here. Someone's also changed the front wing for a pattern part wing. Fitment is okay, but I think I will take it back off and just make sure behind is still is solid. As you can see, they've welded it on, but it wants addressing. Moving around to the front other side indicator. This is the broken one, so if anybody's got one, drop a comment. I'd be interested in getting it. Under the wheel liners, again, it's sort of surface. It's not gone through in anywhere. It's all standard. But it's supposed to only have about 44,000 miles on, but I've got no real paperwork or service history with the car. But looking at it, it doesn't look like it's had a hard life. I personally haven't had it running. The guy before me ran it and sent a video. want to do a service on it first. There's lots of bits I want to change over before I start running it. Again, we can do a video on servicing, oil change, doing the brakes, because at the moment the rear cylinders are seized and the back brakes are stuck on. So we could do a video on that. Moving inside the car, you'll be able to see there's a gaping great hole in the car, a bit like Fred Flintstone's car, but that's where it had a bit of rust and someone's literally just cut a large section out. But we've got two floor pans that have come with the car, so we can just cut them in. But unfortunately they cut the chassis plate out of it, but I do have it in the glove box, so that will be welded back into the new section. But the other side is pretty solid for a Mark IV Escort. And the reason why this car hasn't got an interior in it is because it didn't come with one when I bought it. It was taken out and stored up, and it just got lost over the years, and it's just come without it. But I have managed to buy an interior, two front seats, a back seat, the carpet, centre console, RS wheel. It's all, I've collected lots of stuff here for the project. But yeah, so let me know what you think. You can see that it's got, I can show you that it's got 43,000 on it. Again, I don't know whether that's 143 or it's 43, but the guy I bought it off said that his brother owned it and he had it from relatively new. He took it off the road, 96. He was going to rally it, hence why the interior was stripped out of it. Other plans, he changed his mind, he got into other things, and this is where the RS has just stayed. I mean, the roof lining's all original. But yeah, going back to this sill, someone's put a repair section in. I don't really like it. I will be taking it out and probably putting a full inner sill. And they've also gone ahead and put an over sill on the driver's side here, which again, I want to see the inner sill, what the condition that is like. So I will be taking this back off and just checking it and making sure it's all structurally sound. And there's that RS logo. I really would like to keep it, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. Obviously it's going to need a respray, so it'll come off then. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, what I should be looking for, the areas I should be looking at. But I think you will agree that it's very solid. It's that panel again. It's also got a new fuel tank. You probably can't see it very well, but we will go into that and making sure that it's all correct and all up to scratch. Okay, so we've done a quick walk around of the car and the overall condition that it is before we start the project. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts, and I'll be interested in reading them. Do like and share the video. This is my first video, so let me know how I'm doing. If you'd like to see any more videos and the progress of the car, if you want to see any of my other two projects, which one of them I've had for 24 years, and the other one is one of 500 built, so it's quite an interesting and rare car. So if you want to see anything about those, drop a comment below. But I've enjoyed making the video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Again, let me know in your comments. Thanks very much. See you again.